Hey folks, it's Two Sheds Gabby. Happy Independence Day. It is July 4th. It is about 10 minutes till 9 p.m. We can already see that there's a lot of people around us gearing up to start doing fireworks right across the street. They've already done some. Three houses down. There's a big house with a big yard, and the yard is full of cars. So I'm pretty sure they're going to really have a big show tonight. We're probably going to go out in our yard and just enjoy it for a little while later tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to start tonight. Here's my boxes of pennies that were from the customer roll of that one individual. One of the boxes had over 5 pounds of copper. The second one had over 9 pounds of copper. This one's the closest to me, therefore that's the one I'm going to choose. Why not? And I'll probably get started going through some of those, maybe tonight, maybe in the morning. I don't know. But I just wanted to say happy Independence to everybody. And I will get this thing started pretty soon. If you saw some feet walk past, that was my wife just walking past. I don't know if she knows that or not. All right. In one of the two boxes I went through, these right here, there was a lot of these rolls, and I didn't like those. They had dirty coins. There was a couple of wheat pennies, but there was a lot of newer stuff and dirty stuff. And so I didn't. I'm hoping, if that's the case, thankfully there's only a few in this box, and maybe the rest will be really good. Just a lot of copper, and that's okay with me. If I just get, 7 or 8 or 9 more pounds of copper, if I don't get a wheat pennies can come another day. Let's just put that copper away. One more time before I go in the other room. I just saw this one, like it's poking out of the top, and then I saw a little bit of that one. So I took a peek, and they're both newer pennies. So it's like, well, that's a bummer. I have no idea what I'm going to get, but this one is like a 2019. That one's a shield penny. I just don't know what to expect. Anyway, I just hope I get some decent amount of copper. If I get over 4 pounds and no wheat pennies, that's okay. I can deal with 4 pounds of copper. But yeah, that was disappointing. I was hoping it'd be all copper, but 9 pounds out of one box was great. I may not get that much again, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey folks, it's almost 7 a.m. July 5th. I was up much earlier. I'm reading an old book my dad left behind by Zane Grey. I'm really enjoying it. But I'm having my coffee. My wife's not up yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple rolls open before she gets up. And she'll probably wake up in about 30 seconds, but we'll see. Well, in the first row, I just found this pretty nice 2009 commemorative. And the very next coin was this 1949 D, I believe that is, yeah. Wheatie number 1, that's pretty cool. Got a few copper already. The sun's glaring in and making it hard for me to see. 82. These boxes don't weigh a whole lot more than the bank boxes, so another 82. I'm kind of guessing that I'm not going to be getting 9 pounds again, but if I can get, back to the 3 or 4 pounds, 82, I'm not going to be disappointed. I take that back. I guess I was really hoping for it to be pretty crazy wild, so I guess I'd be a little bit disappointed, but I'm not gonna cry a whole lot. You know what I mean? Oh, last night was wild, guys. We had the fireworks literally all the way around us. Thankfully, it was July 4th and not seized from another country. It was just constant. It was really cool, though. I enjoyed it. We came in about 10:30, I guess. My wife went to bed. I stayed up for a little bit longer and just listened to the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18 copper. If I can average that, that's really good. I just came to wheat penny number 2. I got so much shadow coming in here. This is a 1941 Philadelphia. There's 10 rolls like this right here in this box. And this is like my 6th one. So far, not one of these rolls has had the 9 copper average I need for the 3 pounds. That first roll that I did that had the 18 was not one of these, obviously. And there's more of them. So I'm sure I'll make up for it with all of those. But this is the first one of these that produced a wheat penny, though, so that was cool. Oh, it's Saturday, July 5th. I think we're going to be working in our yard quite a bit today. My wife cut down the little subdivision of, the patio homes behind us. They've got a huge easement, and so there's these 2 old shrubs that have grown into trees right at the back corner, behind the corner of our property. And my wife just grabbed our little Ryobi chainsaw and cut most of the limbs off of it, because the guys that cut the grass back there, they just go around it because all the limbs stuck out terribly, and nobody liked it. She talked to a few of the neighbors, and they said, boy, we'd love it if you'd cut them down. So they're not all cut down yet, but they're getting closer to that. But we'll try to clean that up. She pulled all the limbs back in our backyard. And we'll try to get that cleaned up today. We'll trim them up some, and what we do is we just let them dry off a little bit, and then all the limbs and stuff from that we burn in our little fire pit. Well, I finished those 10 rows that I talked about, and then I opened another regular row, and it didn't have but maybe 8 or 9 copper in it. Then I opened another one that only had 5 or 6. And then I see all these are red ones more in the back row. In the back row in that last box was some really yucky stuff. So I opened one of those. It's only got 2 copper in it. So I'm sure there's some of these that's going to have the 10 or 15 copper again. But I'm not going to get a ton of copper. I'm doubting I'll get another 9-pound box. I'm assuming that this woman, if this is her collection, did more collecting pennies in her later years than her early years. That would be my guess. But as long as I get my 3 pounds plus, at least that'll be good. I'm in my 22nd roll, guys. Hey, I just found a dime. I was hoping I might find a few dimes. That's cool. Oh, 1 year off from being silver. The copper is mediocre. There's some rolls that I'm not getting my 9, but there's some that I'm getting plenty. But I have also started getting into a few of those from the late 80s and early 90s that are just nearly perfect. So I'm still putting a few of those aside because they're in really great condition. But I'm trying to pick out, look at that. I mean, that's pretty great. I'll keep that one. I'm not keeping every one if they have little flaws or something. It's got a spot under the date. A lot of 82s in these rolls. Still just at the 2 wheat pennies. Look at that. That's wild. I'm in the last row in the first half now, and here's Wheatie number 3. The sun had gone behind a cloud, but now it's back. 1946 San Francisco, that's cool. Wheatie number 3. I've been finding quite a few of those super nice coins like that. Man, those are just super nice. Look, that's just nearly perfect. Little bitty scratch right there. 82. 82. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July. This coming up week, my wife will be gone most of the week. We're going to visit a friend and family. And I have quite a bit of that equipment left from the guy that I sell for, and I've got to get all of that listed and done with to get it sorted and moved about, because my wife's bringing back another load of it when she returns next week. Man, these coins are amazing. But I'm hoping to go through several boxes of coins while I'm at it too. We'll have hopefully some fun videos. I am well into the second half now, and these rolls I'm going through now are giving me a good amount of copper, and several of these really, really nice ones. I've just been taking a few and I'm throwing them in the box back there. They're just super, super nice. They're zinc, but they're, you know, almost like mint. And I'm still just at the same 3 wheat pennies. It's been a few hours later. I have been out. We've got the privacy fence in, and they left piles of dirt at the post holes. And our property is slanted a little bit, sloped. And over the years, dirt has washed away around roots and stuff. So we've just been taking some of that dirt and filling in some of these low spots. Next, I'm going to go get some bags of topsoil to lay over top of it. We're going to seed it and then throw some straw over it. I'm just not finding any Wheaties, guys, but the copper is pretty good, I got to tell you. I think I am going to get 4 pounds. And some of these, like these, look at this. Isn't that nice? I'm getting a bunch. I'm trying to get pickier, but there's still a lot of them. Another neat use we just found out for copper pennies. We've got a little bird bath out there now where our 82, where we have our feeders and our little wildlife sanctuary. And so my wife went out there to water a plant, and she thought she'd go ahead and put a little bit more water in the bird bath. And she felt the, under the water, and it was a little bit slimy already. It's only been out there several days. And the birds are loving it. But my wife read that if you put a copper penny or 2 in there, that it'll help prevent that slime from getting there. So she just went out there to throw a couple of these copper pennies in the bird bath. I've weighed a few of these 83s. I don't know why I bother. I'll have to say some of these are, sometimes you see 83s. They're just as plainly zinc as they can be. But a few of these it's like, man, that looks a little bit like copper. But, it's probably because they're copper coated. But I've weighed several. To no avail. That's a nice one. I'll weigh that one. Zinc. With 10 rolls to go, I found a 4th wheat penny. It's a 1958D. And we keep plugging away. A lot of 2023s in these last few rolls I've been looking at. I went to the grocery store to get a few things for my wife. She's making a lot of the lunch for tomorrow when we have lunch with my mom and other family members. And I just grabbed a slab of ribs that they made there. The flavor's good, but it's not fall off the bone like you get at some restaurants, you know. But it was all right. Now I've got 6 rolls to go, and here is wheat penny number 5, 1956 Denver. Well, guys, copper had gotten to where pennies were 3.3 cents each, and they have fallen back again. Seems like every time it finally hits that point to where they are 3 cents, it just can't hold it. It dropped back now to 2.97. Oh, what I'll look at that for 2.97 cents each. Right next door to 3 cents each, but it fell back. Maybe it'll turn right back around again. Who knows? Doesn't stop me from hoarding these copper pennies. I'm just going to keep putting it away. Every now and then, if somebody says they want to buy some from me, I'll sell them some. If the price is right. But, I just keep plugging away at it. Fill up my 15-pound boxes and start on another one. No Canadian in this box so far. I'm finished going through each roll, and look at this. This is how many of the 1982s were zinc, and this is how many were copper. Is that wild or what? Bit of a difference there, wouldn't you say? Zinc, copper. That's pretty cool. Oh, no, I got one more row. I missed a row. We're not quite done. Okay, it is time to find out how much copper I got in this box. Here we go. Close to 4 pounds. Not too bad. Not too bad. 5 wheat pennies, almost 4 pounds of copper. 1 dime. That was cool. Of all, there's I forget, 6 boxes left of these particular pennies, and one of the boxes weighs more than this one. It's only a couple ounces more. I'm going to go through that box by hand. I think I'm just going to go through the rest of them with my machine, get what cup, because several of the boxes weigh about the same as a bank box, or a couple of them are even slightly less. So I'm just going to, I'm going to go through those all at one time. I'll probably make a little video and tell you how much copper I get out of all of it. See if we get a handful of wheat pennies. But that'll be down the road. I'm not going to do that. Maybe later next week. We'll see. This is going to be it for today. It's a decent box. It's okay. And it's always good to add more copper to my hoard. Let me know what's going on with you guys. I appreciate y'all telling me what you all are up to. And I enjoy it. You all take care. Have a good day.